Hey guys, Prangell Gaming here, and today I'm going to be giving you a Millwall analysis video. Now today's Millwall analysis video is Walsall versus Millwall. Millwall did actually manage to win the game 3-0. And if you haven't seen the other analysis video that went up today, which was Oxford versus Millwall, then I do suggest you go check that out, as there was some interesting things that happened in that game. Beavers got sent off, we scored a goal, and then the game went in a little bit of a weird way, so I would suggest you check that out just to see what happened in that game, obviously if you don't know what happened. Now, I would have preferred this result to have been the result that we had when we was at the Den playing at home, but sometimes that doesn't happen, and in Millwall's case, it rarely happens where we beat a team that are that high in the table at home. But we are away from home, as I said, and that usually works in our favour. So the first chance in this game was actually with Ed Upson. Upson then actually tried to chip the goalkeeper, Roberts, but Roberts just managed to tip the ball over the bar to stop the ball from going in the back of the net. I would have liked Upson to have scored there. He's been a player that's been in and out of form quite a lot this season. It would be nice to solidify whether he actually is going to be playing fantastic or he's dropping a bit down in the rankings at Millwall, but who knows, maybe we'll score a goal sooner rather than later. But Walsall did manage to have a fantastic shot in the first half. It was just outside the area where Taylor actually hit a rocket at Archer. Now Archer made a fantastic save, and in doing so he actually stopped the ball from going to any Walsall players, which is fantastic there because Walsall could easily tap the ball into the back of the net. They are second in the league after all. Now that was all that happened in the first half really. A few chances may have been similar to that, or not really worth mentioning. But in the second half, Walsall were very unlucky not to have scored from Rico Henry's cross. He actually crossed the ball in and it hit the post and bounced off of Jordan Archer, Millwall's goalkeeper. So as I said, they were very unlucky not to have scored there. Very close to scoring, and sometimes all you need is that little bit of luck to put the ball in the back of the net from something that maybe doesn't always deserve it, and the game could have gone in your favour. But for Walsall, it didn't quite work out that way. Then Millwall did manage to score the first goal in the game, and it was a great move, and it just required that poacher's finish, which of course Lee Gregory was able to do. So what happened here was Mahlon Romeo, he had the ball, he dribbled down the wing and played the ball to Steve Morrison. Now Morrison just swiftly gave the ball to Jed Wallace. Wallace pretty much is the player that is the best player down the wing. He's got the skills, he's got the pace, and of course he dribbled and used his skills to get past the defender and put the ball into the area, and in doing so Gregory then slid the ball into the back of the net expertly, just like a poacher always does, to make it 1-0 Millwall. Gregory's scoring a lot of goals recently. I'm not really going to complain because it's actually really nice to see Gregory scoring lots of goals. He's definitely proving that he's worth the money we paid for him in the first place. Now, for Millwall's second goal, Mahlon Romeo was the player that actually put the ball in the back of the net. Yes, you heard me right. The player that's making his senior debut for Millwall actually scores on his senior debut. What a fantastic moment it must be for the young lad. Now, what he managed to do here was Wallace actually had the ball, and he was holding it up, waiting for a player to pass it to, and then Romeo came across. He passed the ball to Romeo. Romeo then played it back to Wallace and was waiting for the 1-2, and it actually did go back to Romeo, and it was fantastic from there because Romeo got the ball. He then dribbled through the defenders, got into the box, and as he got into the box, it just made him want to go further forward. As he went further forward, he hit an expertly fantastic shot into the bottom left corner of the goal. And for a player that's only just played one game and it's his first game, that is a very, very nice goal, especially from a right back. He's showing that he could have a lot of potential, and Edwards and Cummins should be careful because he is coming to challenge for that number 1 spot, and he might actually be there sooner rather than later. Now that did make it 2-0 to Millwall. Now a little while after, Gregory managed to complete the thrashing against Walsall and had a second to his goal scoring tally on the day, as Williams played the ball over the top like he does a lot for a lot of Gregory's goals this season. But as the ball was played over the top, Gregory managed to run onto the ball and run past O'Connor and Downing, and as he did, he went one-on-one with the goalkeeper Roberts, and he just simply tucked the ball into the back of the net. As cool as you like. It was very, very simple for Lee Gregory to score that there, and I'm very surprised that Walsall was second in the league the way that Gregory dealt with it. He was fantastic. He definitely got us the chances we needed and the goals we needed to show that we are going to be a dominant force in this league. Now Millwall's next game this season is actually Saturday against Rochdale away from home. That'll be an interesting game. We usually do better on away games than home games, so I'm looking forward to that more than if it was to be a home tie. Now, what about the key players? Now, for Walsall, I'm going to have to go with their young player, Rico Henry. He's got a bright future ahead of him. He played fantastic. He almost scored from a cross. I cannot believe that. But if he continues the way he's going, he could even play in the Premier League one day. Who knows? Just keep an eye on Rico Henry. He could be a fantastic asset to the future of any club. I mean, if he stays at Walsall, they're definitely going to be fantastic if they do go up, because he's still a great player and he's very young as well. Now for Millwall, I'm going to have to go with Lee Gregory. Again, is there any stopping this man at the moment? He is scoring a lot of goals and he is on fire. He is a brilliant striker and he's proving that he's definitely worth the money that we paid for him. And I can't complain with that at the moment. He is scoring a lot of brilliant goals and he's actually starting to get clever with his goals now, because he's tucking them away, he's scoring penalties, he's doing whatever you want him to do. However, he did miss a penalty, but let's not go into that. It didn't happen in this game, it happened in another game. However, I would say there is an honourable mention for Mahlon Romeo, because as I said, he was playing in his senior debut and he actually managed to score in it, and it wasn't just a simple tap in, it was a very, very nice goal. The last player to do that for Millwall was Jamie Philpott, who scored against Wolves on the last day of the season. Now, actually something that I want to bring to you guys' attention before I end this video is a bit of news regarding Millwall. If you don't know, Steve Morison has actually put pen to paper and signed a new deal for Millwall to keep him at the Den playing for Millwall till the end of next season. So that's great news. He is our captain at the moment, but obviously is the second captain to Tony Craig. He's still doing a great job. Anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this Millwall analysis video, and I hope that you're excited to see Steve Morison has signed a contract extension. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course stay tuned for more Millwall analysis videos. Goodbye.